What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Connor. If you're already not subscribed, what are you doing? Come on, press that subscribe button. If you don't want to, come on, please consider it. So, guys, today, I have a very special guest here doing another collab with me. Guess who it is? If you guessed it was Darren, you're correct. So, today, me and him will be covering Alaska 261. So, guys, before we get into that, I just want to say, go subscribe to Darren Millar on YouTube. Link will be in the description. Once again, guys, please help him grow. So, guys, let's get into the story.
Editor's note. In this video, the audio is not lined up with the visual screen. Sorry for the inconvenience, everybody.
Let's get into the story.
On January 31st, 2000, an MD-83 was flying over the Pacific Ocean.
Operated by Alaska 261, it had 88 passengers on board.
Little did the crew know, actually, that this flight would not be an ordinary flight, and it was really far from a normal, ordinary flight. Alaska Airlines actually operated this flight for many months, many years with this MD-83, and they had no previous issues whatsoever.
In service, this flight, one thing that caught everyone's eye within the flight, within 1 minute 20, this flight went from 32,000 feet all the way down to 24,000 feet.
Unfortunately, at 26,000 feet, the crew of 261 called into ATC and called in a mayday and alerted them that they were at 26,000 feet and in a inverted dive, which means you're basically diving but upside down.
Essentially what happened from that point on is they had pulled their speed brakes, everybody! No, I'm joking, it's speed brakes. They pulled their speed brakes and they ended up being able to pull the plane out of the dive for a mere few minutes.
But unfortunately, the MD-83 had other ideas in store for the crew. The plane pitched down again and went inverted a second time. Unfortunately, this time they were not.
Yes, unfortunately this time they were not able to recover and they had ended up in the Pacific Ocean.
Several aircraft actually witnessed the...
Unfortunately, all 88 passengers had passed on this flight.
And unfortunately, several aircraft who were flying near 261, unfortunately, seeing the plane hit the water with humongous force, and I can't imagine how traumatizing that would be for those people to witness 88 people's last few seconds. And I just wanted to quickly say my condolences, mine and Darren's condolences go out to all the families and friends of all on board of 261.
Yes, all the condolences. And especially understanding for any aviation experts out there, you know that if you're traveling within an 80-second period and you're dropping 8,000 feet, which is essentially 1,000 feet per 10 seconds, that's a crazy amount. That your G-force would be gone.
I just want to actually quickly say, I'm shocked that they were able to pull it out at 24,000 feet originally.
Yes, that's very surprising that they were able to do that. And also, I would like to say, this crash, it was very complicated for the NTSB to actually figure out what the cause was. They actually had to go into the nitty and gritty for this.
And actually, when I first heard and watched about Alaska 261, it very infuriated me when I seen what led up the chain of reaction that caused this accident to happen in the first place. We'll get in that in a second, but I'm going to ask Darren a question, and that is, did you think that the pilots were scared, or do you think they were more focused on controlling the plane?
I think these pilots were more focused on getting their plane like back to normal.
And I would have to agree with that, which I have to give props. And these pilots actually are called heroes because they were able to do so much with the circumstances.
They tried everything they had. Now, unfortunately, everything that they tried would have never worked. This was I don't know what you call that word when a plane is inevitably, I think it is, that it can't survive. They would never be able to come out of that.
Really, the NTSB was actually shocked when they were found out that the pilot even got the plane under control in the first place, which I was shocked about too.
But their bravery definitely held out. Now I think we should go on to the fact of why did it fail.
So this one is very infuriating. So if you get upset easily, trigger warning. So at the Alaska maintenance headquarters, they were having a lot of like repairs and stuff. So they were not fully replacing
everything to its exact ability.
And we're not following the safety procedure for maintenance on aircraft. Darren, you want to tell them what all happened? Like what happened that caused this?
Yeah, I can tell you what caused it. This is one little thing that caused it. A mere jack screw. I know, it sounds crazy, but it's because it wasn't put in correctly, and over time, if you can imagine, let's say, a big thing on your stabilizer, imagine the little screw that's loose is starting to get wear and tear over so many flights that they flew over the years. This little screw had got so much wear and tear that eventually...
Unfortunately, a nose...
The wear and tear really definitely was sad to see about that. I was so mad about that.
It's frustrating that they cut corners because so many people were lost that day because of people's mistakes. And me and Darren both can say that it's not just a sad story and a frustrating story, but it's also a story of bravery.
Definitely.
I definitely would say this has changed the aviation industry since it has had a lot of impact on how maintenance is done, how maintenance is overlooked.
Definitely, I think.
But that seems like a lot of the accidents too, which is good, but it's just have these guys.
Can you mention to them though? I don't think we have cleared this enough, but can you mention why this failed? Like, what is the reason that the jack screw failed? Like, what is so important about it?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, why is the stabilizer important to the plane for people that don't know?
The stabilizer is a thing on the back of the tail of the aircraft what controls the pitch of the plane to, like, if it goes up or down. And, unfortunately, the jack screw is what moves, like, that moves with it. And unfortunately, that fateful day, the jack screw actually got, like, jammed and nose down position, which unfortunately doomed the flight. And in that circumstance, they shouldn't have been able to pull it out, but some way, luckily they did, but unfortunately it didn't last too long. At one point, when they did recover the plane, they were in contact with the maintenance crew at Alaska Air Maintenance Facility. And unfortunately, nothing worked because they didn't know what was caused.
Yes, unfortunately, the concurring cause of the whole air disaster in the first place was incorrect maintenance. That's human error. Hey Google, stop! Sorry about that, guys. Human error. That's really disappointing, honestly.
It really is.
Because you never want to see on a air crash investigation that the reason of a plane going down is because one human made a huge mistake.
Yeah, and it's like when you hear about this story, just like think about what the passengers endured on board for their last minutes. Like they were just on a regular flight, and next thing they know, they're just their life is flashing before their eyes.
So to end off this story, I think the biggest thing I want to say, and I think on behalf of Connor too, is that we are giving our best condolences to the families and all the passengers and everybody that was involved with this accident.
We are in a dive here. Again, sir? Yeah, we're at 26,000 feet. We are in a vertical dive. Not a dive yet, but we've lost vertical control of our airplane. Yeah, we got it back under control. We're at 24,000 feet, kind of stabilized.
Alaska 261, you over here with me? Yes, sir.
Plane's inverted, sir, and he's just hit the water. Yes, sir. He hit the water. He's down.
Okay, guys, so that's going to be all for today's video. Once again, my condolences go out to all the families and friends. And hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you want another collab like this, please let me know. And if you want it with anybody else, let me know who. So, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. And don't forget to go subscribe to Darren Millar on YouTube. Link will be in the description. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Oh, boy.